What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Dustin with Jersey Shore Drainage Solutions, and today I'm going to help prevent another yard from flooding by tying in an existing French drain system into a sump pump station and tying in 2 downspouts from the shed into it as well, so that way we can pump all the water that ends up being in here, because this all floods out, all the way to the front. So let's get started. All right, as you can see, they already have an existing French drain system in here, except the problem is it doesn't go anywhere. So it was catching all the surface water, everything was building up, but then once the ground got too saturated, there's nowhere to put it, and all of this floods out immensely. And I have some video of that right here. So we're going to go ahead and stop that by putting the pump station over here. I'm just going to have an electrician come out to hardwire it in. I'm going to have these 2 downspouts come around the corner. They're going to tie straight into it. And then we're going to find the existing French drain system and tie it into it as well. And then send it out VI pump all the way to the front of the house. So that this way now, when the water starts to build up, we'll go into the system, into the pump station, and pump out and alleviate the backyard from flooding. So let's get started. And this is what happens when your French drain system has nowhere to go. They had it so all this was diverted from everywhere, came to here, and then this was like a dry well, trying to make it so he didn't have water in front of the garage. All this floods out, everything. So we have to install a pump station to be able to send it out to the street. And since they did not put any sock or filter cloth around it, oh, what was that? That was a bunch of dirt that just fell out. And as you can see, a bunch of mud and everything on the bottom. This is why you sock and filter cloth your French drains, so they last for as long as possible.
So we're gonna have to go deeper.
Just like this. We're going to put the pump station in, and everything's going to be right as rain. All right, now we're installing the pump station. As you can see, we have holes drilled all over. We're going to be hooking into their existing French drain just like that. So now all that water that was coming and staying, just flooding, because this was their dry well, now everything's going to go in here to the pump station and be pumped out to the street. These downspouts off a giant shed here are going to be coming in and dumping into the other side. But now you have all the holes, you put the rock back on the bottom, filter cloth everything around it, and then we're going to filter cloth all around it, and then use a bunch of this rock to backfill around it, and get it going. This is how you install a pump station. And here we go. Now we have the downspouts all piped up, got the cleanouts. We are extremely downhill level. Everything's coming all the way down, all the way down. We're over here, we're still downhill level, and then everything's going to come around, go straight into the pump station, just like that. Now, time to put the pump station together and run everything out. And here we go, got them putting the pump station together over there. Over here we have a little mini French drain that we added in here because this catch basin, I guess, is a little higher, and I can't really mess with all that because it'll mess with the whole rest of the system. And since we tied it in to make sure everything dumps into the pump station, we don't want to mess with it. So we went ahead and put this in here for them. Filter cloth, sock the perforated pipe. We have it all set up, so then that way, just backfill all this with rock that we have plenty of over there instead of this dirt. And then this will be a mini French drain in here to help when all the water is piling and puddling. It'll go back into the ground here and then be able to go into the catch basin to go to the pump station to then pump out. So now it's time to backfill this and continue along with the sump pump. And this is exactly what the pump station is going to look like. We have their line coming in on the bottom, and then we have our downspout line coming in on the top. Pump line's going to come out, go, and everything's going to go out to the street. So now to just finish all the pump lines, that way we can flood the system out and test it. And here we go. We have the pump coming all the way from the back next to the garage, all the way down here, all the way to the front of the house. We're downhill to level. as you can see, so that way when the pump is done, all the water can still drain all the way down here to the mini dry well. Always put your filter cloth down first, the rock down, drill the holes in the catch basin, very vital. A lot of people don't do that and you end up having a mosquito haven. Glue all the PVC, okay, because it's pressurized, people. Please make sure you glue. And this is exactly how it's done. We're gonna put a little bit more rock in, burrito wrap over, and that's it. The water's gonna come, build up the mini dry well. As it's building up, then it can be able to facilitate over onto the grass. But we made the dry well a little bit bigger so that way it'll have more of a chance to drain into the ground before it overflows to go onto the grass to mitigate flooding of the front yard. Now to backfill and show you how it all works. And this is how you test your system. Put the hose in the furthest part, push the downspouts in the back. So we come all the way over here to the pump station. As you can see, the water is coming in. He's gonna have to get an electrician to actually hardwire, have a box out here so we can have this plugged into it. But this is how it's gonna work. Building up, and then it will engage the float when it builds up all the way, and it's gonna send it out to the front. And once again, like I tell everybody, please make sure holes are drilled all over. That way it can also absorb any surrounding water from surface rain, from hitting the side of the house or anything. And then just in case the neighbor's yards flood or anything else, you want to make sure there's an extra port so it can come in here. And now remember, right now they have existing French drain under here. So it's also trying to build up into this before it's going to actually activate this. So we're going to be sitting here for a minute. So I'll come back in. And here we go. The water reaches the level. The pump kicks on. Shoots water all the way to the front yard. Water comes all the way down at the end. Facilitates up. Comes out. And leaches into the yard. This is how you prevent the backyard from overflowing, becoming a giant pool in the backyard where you don't want it. Another job well done by Jersey Shore Drainage Solutions. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and until the next one.